y'all, Joefer here, the Cranky Old Gay Guy. It is Sunday. I think it's the 27th of July, 2025. And just give you an update on the World Naked Bike Ride. I'm going to run this little blurb, and I'll be right back. Coming to you live from Grant Park in Northeast Portland, it is Portland's World Naked Bike Ride 2025. Now, I can't take you to see the people, but that's a little slope, and then it slopes down, and it is full, and it doesn't even really start for another hour. So things are going to get busy. As you can see, I'm fully clothed. It's chilly out here because this is a forest that we're in, and it's all shade. And I am not going to be actually riding, I've decided, because the stress is too hard right now. I have to wait until I heal. So I don't want to chance anything. So I will just continue to mosey through and see everybody I know and see a lot of ones that I don't. Okay, I am back. As you can see, I didn't ride this year. I was down at the gathering talking to all my friends that I know from the ride and from the river and from the bar. And the ones I usually start out riding with, they were in their own little group. I didn't see much of them. They were a lot of people, and this is a very, very large park. As I mentioned previously, the last one I was in had like 10,000 people riding. I don't know if there were 10,000 people in that park. There were a lot. There were thousands and thousands. 10, I didn't roughly count them. I did look at the news this morning who covered the ride, and they just said there were many thousands. They didn't really give a count. I think to do that, you'd have to do it from the air, and this park is filled with huge trees, so I don't think you'd get an accurate count in the air. There was a kind of a sloping bowl area, and that's where most people were, and it was shoulder to shoulder, or I don't know. No one was further than, that far from you. What is that, 3 feet, 4 feet? It was really crowded. A lot of people were butt naked. A lot of people had thongs or bikinis or whatever on. It was fun, but it was chilly. It was really chilly. Yesterday, it was only like 72 degrees. And if you were not in the sun, it was cold. There was a light breeze, so it was pretty cold. Okay, moving on to today's topic, which is Reddit or not to read it. Reddit is a website, much like Quora or, I don't know what the other ones are, but it's where people post things. Like they'll post a dilemma and say, was I right in this situation? And then people can respond to it. Or they just post news information like, hey, everybody, what do I want to say? Your taxes are going up. Federal taxes are going up 6% on this area. Make sure that you're aware of it. It's just things like that. And my beef with it is that I get emails saying, with the Reddit title, and rather than give the full title of the message, when Reddit sends these things out, they hyphenate it. So you only get part of what it's about. So if it sounds intriguing and you want to know what they're actually talking about, like, I found this object, what is it? But that would be the topic, and then there's a little picture. But instead, Reddit will chop it off, so it'll say, I found an ... And then you have to click on the link and go to Reddit to actually read it. Now, I get that Reddit makes money from advertising, so they want people to go there. So I kind of get why they're, clickbaiting you in an email. But there are so many people who post to Reddit that post over and over and over, and they do the same thing, but they do it on the Reddit page. You have to read their blurb underneath it to find out what it is. And that's irritating. I mean, first of all, the way that Reddit does it immediately to get you to jump to their site, that's irritating. But why would you, as a user of Reddit, do that on your own? because I'm unaware of ways that people make money on Reddit just as a user and a poster or a responder. Now, if I'm wrong on that, please, somebody reach out and let me know the payment way to do Reddit so you can make money on it. But I don't get it. And I know that that user wants to have a lot of hits on their page, a lot of visits to their comments. Just like on Facebook, people, oh, I got 3,000 likes on this picture or this statement I made. But on Facebook, I know people can make money. I just don't know how they're making money, because maybe I just have never reached that level where you get contacted by Facebook to do it. YouTube reached out and said, this is how you do it. But I don't know. So that's what makes me cranky. It's kind of a bait and switch. Nextdoor app does the same thing. They'll chop off something and show a picture that's so tiny that you don't know what it is, but it's your neighborhood. And, if this is about, someone stealing door to door, breaking windows or whatever, you might want to hear about it. So you click on it, and then it has nothing to do with that. Or it's about a location that's in another part of the world that has nothing to do with you, but someone in your neighborhood posted it. Irritating as all F. So that's my gripe for the day. I am going to try to put this together and meet some people at Rooster, because I haven't had sunshine in 2 days, and that's too much. Okay, you'll notice I'm wearing clothes. That's because it's still kind of chilly out here. It's only supposed to be like 82 today, 83, but that's not going to happen until 4 o'clock. Woe is me. For those of you who have been sending me messages about not being able to hear the videos, I don't know how to fix that. Again, if I'm going from my phone, I don't get to adjust the volume. If I run it through the editor, which is a long 2-3 hour process, I can turn the volume up on everything. But even then, I get complaints from people saying, I can't hear what you're saying. You need to turn up your volume. As I responded to a user this morning, it could be that whatever you are... My dog's licking wood. I don't know what that means. Old deck wood. Anyway, if you're using like a PC, you can go into your settings, look at the volume for media, and make sure it's cranked all the way up. Because on my PC, let's say I only move the volume level up to 65% of what it could be on that PC, because the sound's going to come from the speakers on the PC. It doesn't matter how much I turn up the volume on a particular video. It's maximum. If I turn it up to its maximum level, it's only going to be the maximum that you've set on your PC. So if you're using a PC, let's say in a public library, it's possible that they have them set so they don't get loud, because they don't want to disturb people around you. My phone acts a little bit differently in that I can set the volume in settings for sound, but if I use the buttons on the side of the phone during a video, it still turns it up and it just changes the volume that the phone's set at. And I don't know if that's meaning that setting's not locked in settings, or if that's just the way my phone works. My tablet's the same way. And on my tablet, however, I can turn the volume to maximum, and I can watch a video, let's say on my TV or PC, and it's really loud. But when I watch it on the tablet, it will only get like 50% of what I think it should be, even though I have it on maximum. And again, it's just a generic tablet, so maybe it's just the design. So if you're having trouble hearing this, I'm sorry, but like this one right now I'm doing on my phone, it is going to be plenty loud, just because I'm speaking plenty loud to make sure that it's going to record, unlike those hospital videos where I kind of had to whisper. All right, everybody, have a good Sunday, and stay cranky, my friend. Stay cranky. Bye-bye.